Renewable energy mandates are arbitrary government regulations that distort the free markets and artificially raise the cost for American families and job creators. In 2005, Congress passed the Energy Policy Act, and one of the provisions in it was the Renewable Fuel Standard, which requires that renewable fuels be mixed into our gasoline supply. Now, I support renewable fuels, I support biofuels, but I don't support policies from Washington that pick winners and losers in the market. One of the mandates included was the ethanol mandate. Over the years, it has been proven there's a demand for ethanol in the market. But ethanol should stand on its own, not atop the footstool of the government. The ethanol mandate requires 16 billion gallons of biofuels, requiring a plot of farmland roughly equal to the size of the state of Kentucky. As a result, that has diverted corn from livestock and the food supply, and has contributed to increased food prices. Several months ago, there was an agriculture summit in the state of Iowa. Most of the Republican candidates for president attended that summit. Every single candidate but one pledged his support for continuing the Iowa ethanol mandate. It's very easy for conservative politicians to talk about ending cronyism, but when you're standing in front of people who are the beneficiaries, that's when you separate talk from action. Big government energy mandates don't stop with ethanol. There are tax credits for almost every form of energy, each designed to give one industry a leg up over the other. There's enhanced oil recovery credits for producing oil and gas from marginal wells. There's an advanced nuclear power generation credit, clean coal investment credits, and a credit for plug-in electric and fuel cell vehicles, and of course the infamous wind production tax credit. Talking about wind, a 2-year extension of wind credits alone cost taxpayers more than $13 billion, which is enough to pay the monthly electricity bills for 124 million Americans. How about putting that up for a referendum? Do we continue to benefit one favored industry, or do we pay the electricity bill for 124 million Americans? You know what? I don't think that would be a close vote for the American people. And what's interesting, it's not a close vote in Washington, because the only people voting in Washington are the lobbyists with bags of cash and the lawmakers in both parties eager to get that cash. For decades, the federal government has teamed up with specific industries to pick winners and losers in the energy industry. Aside from further complicating an already Byzantine tax code, this type of corporate welfare has only distorted the price of energy and empowered failed companies like Solyndra. My good friend, Senator Mike Lee, has taken the lead in previous Congresses to level the playing field, to end the special interest handouts, and stop the energy cronyism. How about, instead of picking one industry after the other and benefiting them all to compete against each other, we take the taxpayer out of the game and let him fight it out on a fair field?